All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, guard Bradley Beal has spent his entire 10-year NBA career in a Washington Wizards uniform after he was selected third overall in 2012. Now, Beal is a three-time NBA All-Star, and he has become one of the best players in Wizards franchise history. But now both Beal and the Wizards must address some really tough questions in the coming months in regards to which direction that both parties are going to go in. Now, a wrist injury, unfortunately, has ended Beal's season, and with that, most likely the Wizards' playoff chances as well. Now, Washington entered play today with a record of 24 and 29, as they're just a game and a half behind the Atlanta Hawks for the final play-in spot in the Eastern Conference. Now, the Wizards will not finish any lower than 12th, even if they try, because you look at the Indiana Pacers, Orlando Magic, and Detroit Pistons, they're all terrible. So even as bad as things look right now for the Wizards, they still have an outside shot. Beal, the reason why I'm talking about this is because Beal has a player option for next year that could pay him nearly $37 million. And he's also more than likely going to look for a super max deal that could pay him 245 million over 5 years. Now, Beal, as reports are going, he has been happy with the Wizards for the most part, but that does not mean that the front office in DC can get too cocky and think that their star player is just going to remain there. And they really have to go out there and do their due diligence to keep him happy. Now, obviously, no team can offer Beal any more money than the Wizards can offer him. So that definitely works in their favor. And, like I said, the Wizards, they might miss the playoffs, but they have already improved, in my opinion, under first year head coach Wes Unseld Jr. You look at it, last season, the Wizards were the worst defensive team in the NBA. They were giving up more than 118 points per game, which was last. But this season, they're giving up close to 110 points, but they're 17th in the points that they're allowing. Washington, of course, they got off to that strong start as they won 10 out of their first 13 games. A lot of that, aside from Beal, can also be attributed to the trade pieces that they got back in exchange for Russell Westbrook. We've seen Kyle Kuzma and Montrezl Harrell both put up uh, arguably some of the best seasons of their respective NBA careers. And we also saw Spencer Dinwiddie get off to a good start. But, you look at it, Kuzma and Harrell, they could be potentially in the long-term plans of the Wizards. I don't know. But a guy like Dinwiddie, you're hearing the rumors and the reports that he's really not liked in the locker room. So I would really be surprised to see Dinwiddie in a Wizards uniform for next season. Another question is: would the Wizards or can the Wizards be able to entice one of the top free agents this summer to come to Washington? Maybe in a potential sign and trade. I don't know. Zach Levine is going to potentially be out there. I know he's one of those two guards slash small forward slash tweeners. So it's like, could you have a guy like that, to like help shore up the perimeter game for the Wizards alongside Beal? I don't know. Again, this is all speculation. I don't have any inside information or anything like that. And then a guy like DeAndre Ayton, and I say that DeAndre Ayton is a restricted free agent. So that's going to give the Suns the opportunity to match any offer for him. But with that said, if you're the Wizards and your general manager, Tommy Shepard, you got to go out there if you're all in on trying to contend in the East. You got to say to yourself, you got to do everything possible to get past the likes of Milwaukee and Philadelphia in the East. That's big for the Wizards because it's going to come down to a culture change there as well. Because I say that because the Washington Wizards franchise, even going back to their days as the Bullets, they've not been past the second round of the playoffs since 1979, which is also their last trip to the NBA Finals. So you're looking at it right now. Bradley Beal, he's 28 years old. He's in the prime of his career. But at some point, he's going to want to win. And if you're the Wizards, do you have everything in place to make this team a winner? I'm not sure. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens coming down the stretch of the regular season for this team, possibly the play-in tournament. I don't know. And then, of course, the summer. Let's see how things work. It looks like they have a good coach in place in Wes Unseld Jr. There's still a lot of work for the Wizards to do, and there's still a lot of work for the Wizards to do in order to keep Bradley Beal happy. So we're going to see how this story turns in the next couple of months, and we're going to see what works out for all parties involved here. It's unfortunate that Bradley Beal's season came to an end. I think he still has some unfinished business, of course, to do with the Wizards. I mean, you look at this guy; he's about 1,000 points away from surpassing Elvin Hayes for the most points in franchise history. So let's see what happens between Beal and the Wizards front office going forward. And let's see if the Wizards have what it takes to keep their all star happy. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take the time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you are on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. I'm signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.